Also, we as a whole realize that Diddy has at last blasted, and it's inevitable before the music tycoon who once ruled the business gets in jail for every one of the frightful deeds he has been doing throughout the long term. Man, I won't lie. I've been holding a ton of late gracious man. I just had like a 3.5 hour cry. Yet he isn't going down easily, and certainly not the only one, incidentally. After his homes in Los Angeles and Miami were struck, and the federal authorities had sufficient proof to convict him, Diddy chose to figure out how to make his sentence more permissive. And that way was to squeal on everyone individuals who assisted him with perpetrating every one of the violations throughout the long term. He took names of a few group while conversing with the specialists, and the majority of these names haven't yet been uncovered by sources. Diddy gave the specialists around 10 names of individuals who were assistants. We as a whole have seen some like this read before, where a crook squeals on his accomplices to hammer out a request agreement, and fans believe that Diddy may be doing likewise. And Liz let you know the greatest fish that Diddy is providing for the federal authorities, and it's, in all honesty, Jay-Z himself. That's right, you heard that. Right now, Jay-Z and Diddy have been dearest companions for quite a while, and the way that Diddy would squeal on him like this demonstrates that no in this industry is your companion when challenges gain on bit of influence. Diddy has given the federal authorities enough proof to research as well as invested down Jay-Z. This energy, we as a whole realize that Jay-Z isn't generally so perfect, as he jumps at the chance to let us know he's similarly basically as bad as Diddy, and even Panther Wright said it. The main way he's been escaping everything safe is on the grounds that he's a lot more brilliant than Diddy, yet the main individual who outmaneuvered Jay-Z was, as a matter of fact, his own closest companion. The federal authorities have been building an argument against Diddy for the most significant length of time, close to 10 years, since bits of gossip about him preparing small children got out, yet they never had any substantial proof to back up these cases. Since they have all the proof they need and more, the business is going to get scrubbed. There is a ton to unload here, so snatch your tattle goggles and some popcorn, and we should get directly into it. You are watching the Star Spills, and into he present video, we will be discussing the way in which Diddy just uncovered Jay-Z as the mind behind his wrongdoings, and how the FBI are coming after Jay-Z too. Now, yet before we get to discussing all of that, make a point to offer this video a major go ahead and crush that buy-in button for additional recordings like this one later on. Letting the cat out of the bag, the branch of country security has quite recently affirmed to CNN that government policing have attacked properties possessed by former and maker Shay Diddy Combs. So we as a whole skill, Jay-Z and Diddy have been dearest companions for the most significant length of time. Diddy even said that main two individuals in his day-to-day existence are permitted to call him by his genuine name and not his original name, and that is his mom or Jay-Z. So the two have forever been similar to siblings. This additionally implies that the two have a deep understanding of each other, which incorporates every one of the dreadful things they've done in the business. To this end, individuals generally realize that Jay-Z wasn't so spotless as he attempted to introduce himself as. Per a few sources, Jay-Z was dependably present at every one of the gatherings that Diddy threw, and we as a whole understand what sort of freaky gatherings did he tosses. Even his ex Cassie Venture discussed them in her claim against him. She dated the music magnate for something like 10 years, and all during the time that she was with Diddy, she got through a wide range of misuse and brutality and got to exp Aaron. This large number of gatherings firsthand. She let us know that Diddy called these gatherings freak-offs, and that he would recruit male escorts to arrive at these gatherings, and afterward he would sedate her, power her to lay down with them while recording everything, and in the event that that wasn't terrible enough, he would then show it to different men of the business in his circle. Now, one thing that Cassie couldn't do was give the specialist confirming ion of this, and that is where Lil Bar came in like a knight in sparkling protection. He, as of late, documented a claim against the music big shot where he supported up Cassie's cases, as well as told the specialists all that they expected to hear to put Diddy in a correctional facility. Wow, you folk. In the event that you figured it couldn't deteriorate, it really does. Diddy's being hit with another C claim, yet this time from a previous male representative, and he's colloquialism that Diddy would contact him improperly. As per the music maker, he worked with Diddy on the Adoration collection, and in addition to the fact that he never repaid decently for was the work he did, and on the off chance that that wasn't awful an adequate number of on its own, he did significantly something other than scam him monetarily. I went home for the year in a row dealing with this collection. That collection is the Affection Collection off the network by Diddy. And it's Grammy designated right now. I ought to be, celebrating, yet truly I'm not. Lil Bar said that Diddy used to touch him improperly, and when he was approached to stop, he would depend on paying off the music maker, and when that wouldn't work, the music magnate would go out and undermine him. Lil Bar likewise said that all that Diddy hosts done, including the gatherings and the contribution with underage sex laborers, is completely recorded the way that Diddy had secret cameras introduced all around his home. He would welcome huge names from the business to his oddity offs and record them, which he would later use to coerce them and transform them into his lakes. Man, you doing it, man, you merit it, daddy. You investing that effort, glad for you. I love you. Yet this all returned to trekking in the ass on the grounds that the careful recordings are the thing the federal authorities are utilizing as proof after his homes in Miami and Los Angeles were struck. Diddy was remembered to have gotten away from on his personal luxury plan. Since his stream was seen on the Caribbean island, yet that wasn't correct. The music investor was spotted walking forward and backward external and air terminal prior to being seen conversing with the federal authorities. This is when fans think he enlightened the federal authorities concerning the wide range of various individuals who were associated with him, and furthermore enlightened him regarding how Jay-Z was the real genius behind the entirety of his wrongdoings. Yet hang on briefly before we fill you in regarding the thing Diddy said about Jay-Z. Help us out and impart this video to a companion who has been supplicating on Diddy's ruin for a long time, or just somebody who could partake in our substance. So it just so happens, a year-long fellowship amounts to nothing with regards to saving your own butt in the business, since Diddy squealed on Jay-Z as the brains behind the entirety of his violations. He has been conversing with the federal authorities, assisting them with building an argument against Jay-Z. Yet, how could he do that? Well, it's straightforward. He believes that the federal authorities should help him, so he's aiding them. He's functioning shrewd here, assuming he assists the federal authorities with getting a greater fish, or regardless of whether he assists them with getting more fish, the federal authorities could assist him with getting a more merciful play bargain. This would imply that Diddy would get off the snare moderately simple, yet it's something beyond Diddy. This time, he's not alum in this, and his stakes are higher. You find in the claim documented by Lil Bar, he referenced Diddy's child too. As per the music maker, Diddy's child was additionally associated with carrying underage chores to these free costs that Diddy facilitated, and also that he would likewise engaged with the offer of the legitimate guns at Diddy's properties. So perhaps Diddy is doing all of this to save himself as well as save his child. As per sources, Jay-Z isn't the main name that Diddy has squealed on. Incidentally, he has named around 10 individuals from the business who were engaged with every one of the awful violations that Diddy did throughout the long term to get to the highest point of the music game. It's inevitable before Diddy, as well as a lot additional huge names